Welcome to another episode and video on my robotic arm, wrist with pneumatic hand, and controller with the pneumatic compressor engine. Last time I made reconstruction, another one, on the wrist motor, and I decided to add a chain since the distance between the motor and the wrist pivot had become too large. That was also a suggestion by the audience, or one of you anyway, and it still doesn't work right because of one specific thing, and that is that the construction of the arm is not robust. If I press here, then it is way too flexible, and that's no good at all. So how come that it is too flexible? Well, one thing, it is connected only here, no longer here, but also the connection to the arm on the lower side, right here, is now horizontal instead of vertical. So if I take an example that I made last time, it used to be like this, and it is now like this, and then more like these two than this. So it was vertical, now it's horizontal. The reason for it being horizontal is that it can't slide down anymore, but now this is a problem, and because of that the chain doesn't grip into the gears. Well, it does grip here, but it doesn't grip here, not effectively. As a result, this doesn't work anymore. So first I have to reconstruct this before I can go on with this. And the question is how to do that. It needs a height. Well, it is the correct height. I can easily put things this way, but it needs to be a firm construction, which it used to be like this, but like I said, it slides down and I can't stop it. So, do I need something like this element to connect to the arm, and then another way to connect to this part? Possible. Just some musings, but I need to find a way to improve this. Otherwise, the whole thing fails. I won't be able to connect here, and since this is the supposed to pulse this and then get the yaw motor working, everything comes together, and that needs to be changed into a working state. So let's focus on what has to come first, a reconstruction of this one. But how to do it, that's the big question. Another way to change the construction would be like this. Take two of these elements that I can attach with those bolts, and have here ways to slide them in, and in that way connect them anyway to the arm construction, and they can't slide down. Haven't tested yet, have to modify, but that will be an option. So let's get that started, or try anyway. Then off comes the chain, and then it shows that this is a very not very reliable construction. So this comes off. I'm not sure. Yeah, this stays and this stays. So this would slide in there, then it means that this comes off. And most likely this one as well, if I manage to do that. Yes. So this will be the construction, and then, oops, there it goes. And then this one slides in here, and then I can more or less define my own distance, because I have elements like this that I can gradually increase. So I can add up to, well, many, and define the distance to get an optimum here, hopefully. Anyway, first getting these two up there. Now, careful putting the motor up there, otherwise I will have to rewire everything, and now these can go. And you already can see that the arm is now totally balanced, not the way I like. And then this is the way I should get them off again and put them right here. So that's one thing. And now for the motor. How exactly will that go? So right here, and I would have to slide it, and then it turns out that I have to move both of them here. Otherwise it's too far away. And then we'll see how things work out. But that's the idea, that seems the best. So let's give it a try. I have estimated that I needed 2 of those blocks distance. So right now one wire has come loose, but that is no problem, I can fix that. But the most important part now is, with the wire out of the way, I can also slide it in from the other side. but this is a bit worrying. How can I get that without it coming off? Because if this comes off and the motor falls down, all I have is this from here downwards to support it, and that's not enough. But let's see how far we can go. And it's not turning out to be easy. There is one. But I need both at the same time. Okay, now they are sliding both in. And then it is very, very close to this one. And now I see that I included the chain. So I better get a third one in. So a third block like this. So the chain has some use, being outside and enough distance. That is the way I think I should go. And all I can do is being very, very careful with this. And the fact that everything slides, oops, that's the camera, doesn't make it any easier. So off it comes, and then you see what happens. This needs to be done with utmost care. So I need, and this one is coming off with it. So this is really asking for a lot of care to be taken. Someone also suggested that I would change the whole setup and move a lot of weight to the other side, move the whole construction. And well, the example that he showed me was a totally different setup. And yes, it works, but I take examples and I go my own way. And this is going my own way. So let's take another two of them and see how far I can get. And of course, during the mounting process, I find another way to do it quite fast and safely, which is the new blocks which are attached to the frame of the arm. Taking them off, putting them to this frame, and then using this kind of screwdriver to mount them. And in that way, no clumsy sliding in, just mounting them clean and quickly. And then the big question is this tight enough? Will this slip or won't it? Well, only testing will show. Although I have my questions about these side knots, or whatever they are, because they seem to collide with this part of the construction, which I do not like. But they can't go away because they mount the motor. So how to get that one solved is another question. And these are quite a lot bigger than this one, so maybe I have to rotate the whole chain, because I will not have, or it won't happen that the arm gets turned completely, or the wrist. It is just a little shift. So let's see if that works out. Then this construction again. And then I think this can go. That was one. Oops. And this is two. So this is a way more rigid situation, although it still can slide, but well, what can you do? And then, yeah, this doesn't seem to really fit after all. It has some room. But let's use it to slide the whole chain. Taking it off a little bit. And see if I can get the red one right there. If I manage. But it would be an improvement, I think. Right, so I managed to shift the chain such that it is not really, or well, it's a very slight touch. I haven't tested it yet, but I still have doubts. Really doubts. But another thing is that it is too long. If I squeeze the chain links together, it turns out that one link has to come off. And another solution would be to put another link here, which would increase putting links here to keep things stable. Then it would stand out completely and increase the weight, and I'm not going to do that. So although it's pretty tough, well, you can see what's happening. Lifting this, and it needs to get shorter, because I think this is standing out. It is coming out too much already. For the rest, how does it work? How does it go now? Well, that will turn out when, now this is stable enough. I need to check this out. When this is a tight fit. So let's do that off cam again, because I have no idea how nice that will go. Alright, so that turned out quite an undertaking and some understanding why, I took out one chain link in the end. But despite the robustness of this, there is once again one problem that comes out, which is this construction. Because it turns out that it can slide in and you can slide it out. And in this way it is a nice fit. But will it stay a nice fit? That is the question. If it slides in again by whatever force, then the chain will be too long. Now it's a tight fit. It can't go out because it will be kept by these ones, but it's a pulling force, not a pushing force. So I will this is of another matter for now, as is this, although practically it won't work for now, I realize, because if you look at this, and from the side it is a bit hard to see, I realize that, but it is now quite close to the switch, and this distance is not according to this, so this should be quite a lot further away. So I need to adjust this again and see how this works out, because right now it should be like this. Then it runs, and yeah, this would be better with the switch on that side, and then it is being pushed away and then being pressed. That should be it. I'm not going to run the full the full algorithm now, just a diagnostics to see how this behaves. And from last time I also have a problem here, so I need to check this one out. I never moved this, but somehow this was not pushed, so something I have to test now. And let's start with this one, which is the third motor of the of everything. So opening the interface, slave motor 3, oh, that works out quite nicely, by the way. Better than I expected. Much better than I expected. And the switch is being pressed continuously. It's being sensed nicely. So let me reduce the speed as it should be. I'm quite happy with this. I didn't expect it to work that well. This is very nice. So if I could run the whole system now, it would be even nicer. But I'll let it for now. Right now I can say reconstruction succeeded. It's a success. How long it will be a success considering this, I don't know. But yes, nice one. Very nice. And with this I conclude this episode. The new idea of mounting the motor construction to the arm is good. The distance is good. The chain moving shifting the chain so the red part of the chain is now with the motor was a good idea. It doesn't jam, what I was afraid of to do. This is better. This change is better. And I think I am safe now to run the algorithm for a bit. See how things work out. So, end of diagnosis. And run the algorithm. And then mind this one. That works barely, but it works. This works out very nicely. Will this work? Yes. Well, that's the compressor that has a problem. So I will have to look into that as well. So now I have a little problem here with the compression engine. And so far it works. That one works. And that finger works. So the thumb works as well. Yes, the thumb works as well. You can see the piston. The only thing that still does not work is the yaw. But now that I fixed this one, I can next time concentrate on the winch. I can concentrate on the winch and the yaw motor. So all in all, I'm quite satisfied now. Although I know there's a problem with the little finger now on the hand, but that's easy to fix. For now, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment if you like. And I know at least one of you will. You can also follow me on Instagram. Please like and leave a comment. You can also follow me on Twitter. Please retweet, like and leave a comment. Please show your support by making a small donation by PayPal or Wired. Up to you. More information at the start of this video or on my website, which is listed in the comments section, in the description section I should say. I highly appreciate when you do. Also you can choose to become a patron and have your name mentioned on my website, or depending on your pledge also with the video in several ways. And this is certainly going to be continued. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.